Welcome to Insights into Insurance from the A-Team at Americana Insurance Group. All information provided is educational in nature and not intended to be acted upon without first consulting the appropriately licensed professional.
It's a Saturday morning. That means it's time for Insights into Insurance with Americana Insurance. And Tom Sorensen is with me on this Saturday morning. He was able to take off the rain gear. His feet are still looking like a duck. But other than that, Tom is with us this morning. Good morning, Tom.
Hey, yeah, I just pictured my feet as a duck. I probably have a beak like a duck. So
I noticed that you were trying to pretend you were Noah for loading in all the animals onto the ark.
Oh, Noah, yeah.
So you've got that taken care of.
God has been talking to me and getting that taken care of.
All right, well, leave the skunks and the mosquitoes behind.
You know, I just heard that there was a couple countries that don't have mosquitoes. Boy, Iceland was one of them, and I can't remember the other one, but my wife always says she wants to move to Iceland. Well, now I might agree with her. So
there you go. The native species of the Minnesota state bird, the mosquito.
Yeah.
You've been busy. Your staff has been busy. And, of course, a big event took place this week at Wind Down Wednesday. Yeah,
on Wednesday we had a, what do you want to say, a booth or an event up there that we had the Trusted Choice Chopper, which is, again, I think I said that last week on the show, but it was made by Paul Tuttle Sr. of Orange County Choppers, and people really enjoyed seeing that, and they were able to get on there and sit and take pictures, and it was really neat. And one thing was, if you go to our Facebook page, you can see, if you know Lori Bagley, our customer coordinator, she's on there with the chopper in a picture looking like she's riding it, and I'll be honest with you, it's priceless. So picture. So
go to the Facebook page and see Lori on that chopper.
Yep. But along with that, at Wind Down Wednesday, which it was a bummer, the weather held out long enough to where we were there till about 5 o'clock at night. And, you know, of course, when's it usually get the busiest? About 5 to 8. And
right after supper time.
They Wind Down Wednesday coordinators had to make a tough decision, but it was the right decision to get out of there because of the weather that was coming. I don't think we had any real major bad weather, but it was a lot of rain. And all I can tell you, it's chaos without any rain getting shut down and take it. So I can imagine what it would have been. And plus, who would have been up there in the, you know,
and you've got electrical cords running on the street, and you've got tables set up for people to eat. So it was the right choice. It was a bummer, but there'll be a couple more Wind Down Wednesdays before summer's wrapped up.
But we did end up having a great turnout. I mean, from 11, so we were there 11 till 5, and so we ended up having a drawing, or we had a where people could sign up for a drawing to win Twins tickets to Twins tickets to Saturday's August 18th, 6:10 p.m. And it's the Twins versus Detroit Tigers. And you know what we're going to do, Mike?
What are we going to do?
I'm going to have you draw.
Oh, you're going to put the pressure on me.
Yeah, by the way, I want to say thank you to Kate Radio, because these tickets are in coordination with you and compliments of Kate Radio for us to do this. So here I'm going to now here we get this shaked up here really good, and why does all these names say Whitus on it? I don't know.
The pressure is on, and of course they'll be able to see Ron Gardenhire, the former Minnesota Twin.
Yes, and who is it, Mike?
Michelle, and of course the last name's never an easy one. Stubjauer, I believe it is.
So Michelle? Let me see that, if I can read it. Oh, yeah. Stubjauer, Stubkjaer. So we will be calling her also, okay? But congratulations, Michelle. You just won 2 tickets to the Twins game on August 18th against the Detroit Tigers. And then I also want to tell everybody, if they go to our Facebook page, American Insurance Facebook page, what was it, a couple weeks ago, we had Summer in the City in Wells, and we had a contest where we ended up having 60-some people come and sing the nationwide jingle. Okay,
Very clever.
Some of them were in groups of 2 or 3, but some were single. Lots of kids. We had a lot of people that came to our booth. And a lot of people were shy. You give them a microphone and that. But so they can go onto our Facebook, and there's a link that they can go in and vote for the best
Nationwide jingle
singer. Okay. I'm even on there. I can't win, but I can't believe I'm not leading it. But but no, there's people on our Facebook that are trying to win this bad. So, and that's for 4 tickets to Twins game on Saturday, August 25th at 6:10, and that's against the Oakland Athletics. Again, compliments of Kate Radio in conjunction with us to give those tickets away. So please go to our Facebook page and vote. It's a really neat deal.
And while you're there, make sure you like Americana Insurance as well, because there'll be lots of opportunities, lots of giveaways on the Facebook page. So social media is great, and we're glad to be part of helping out Americana Insurance with these Twins tickets, and should be lots of fun. I'll have to go on there and see. I did not qualify, so
First of all, I don't think you were there.
I was not there.
You weren't in Wells that night. As far
as I know, I wasn't.
As far as you know. Maybe you were at the Legion there. And
it
never came out. But anyway, so I suppose we better get on to actual business here, huh?
Let's get into business before we take our first break. We did have a listener email, and we'll just jump right into the email that was sent in. It says, "Hello, Insights into Insurance. We had a windstorm in Wells this past weekend that knocked down a tree on my house. My insurance will only pay $500 for removal. It's a big tree. Does this sound right, or is my company trying to get away with something?" And it was sent in by Shane.
Hey, Shane, no, your insurance company is not trying to get away with anything. I believe that probably $500 is the correct amount to remove the tree from your house. But I'm going to go through, I'm not using any company names. I'm listing them out as company A, B, C, and et cetera, of how our companies that we represent take care of tree claims, okay? And why I'm doing this is just to show the difference in coverages, okay? So not, as you always like to say, Mike, putting the puzzle together, right? Okay. Well, this is one of those pieces where, again, is it a determining factor of buying insurance for somebody? Probably not, because, but it could be. I mean, it could be, but it's just one of those things that they might need to understand. So.
And the nice thing about Americana Insurance is they don't just deal with one company. They're an independent insurance company. They have lots of people they can reach out to, and they will get you the best rate available.
Exactly. That's what an independent agency can do, and we're proud to do it.
So let's go into this, Tom.
Yep.
Let's just use Company A.
Yep, Company A. First of all, Company A has homeowners, and Company A also writes up farm, okay? So Company A, if the tree is on the dwelling, Company A has coverage if it is on the dwelling or scheduled outbuilding coverage. Must have damage to covered item, okay? So the house or the outbuilding must have damage for it to have coverage to remove the tree. Will pay up to $500 per tree, up to a maximum of $5,000 per occurrence. Okay, now that would take quite a few trees to fall on different structures, but it can happen. Yep, to take off covered item and removal of tree, the deductible applies. And that same company also has farm insurance, and so again, it would be the same thing on the farm. Okay, so
and you can't double dip. For example, can you go and make it $1,000 per tree if you have these coverages?
No, they actually will only. allow tree coverage of whatever their base policy is or whatever endorsement that you can do. There is some additional endorsements that you can up it. In their case, that's the most that we can do with Company A. Company B, guess what? Same exact thing, okay? So, again, sometimes you're going to find that some companies have the same exact, rules as far as tree coverages, okay? Company C, okay, on a regular standard policy, must have damage to a covered item. Again, house or building or structure or something, will pay up to $500 to take off covered item and removal of tree. When we say take off covered item, that means, so if it fell on the house is a covered item, okay? Deductible applies. However, will pay to remove tree if covering driveway. So it doesn't have to hit, in that situation, it doesn't have to hit the house or an outbuilding.
It could just be uprooted and land in the driveway.
Yep. If it lands in the driveway, then they would still have the $500 of coverage. Okay. Now, that same company, Company C, has what we call a full house endorsement. Okay. So every company has these, what I want to say, you can almost climb the ladder to add on additional coverages. Okay. So the full house endorsement does a lot more than just tree coverage. The next one is called a Signature Plus with that same company. It just adds additional coverages. So it sweetens the pot a little bit, but it comes with a cost to add these additional coverages.
And the thing that folks should be aware of as we put these puzzle pieces together with Americana Insurance is the simple fact that you may not have any coverage, and you may have some large cottonwood trees or large oak trees in your
yard.
You need to take a look at them and make sure that you have some sort of coverage on these trees, especially with all the moisture we've had.
And after this show, or you guys if they got concerns about the trees, call their agent. Find out what the tree coverage is.
We're going to continue on. We have a couple other options out there, but we'll need to take our first break, Tom. And you're listening to Insights into Insurance on this Saturday morning here on 1450.
You got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Brad, I can help with coverages. Man-to-man coverage, zone coverage, combo coverage.
I don't know, Peyton. I was thinking the types of coverages that your Nationwide agent offers.
Oh, like home, auto, business, life, farm, boat, your tour bus.
Products availability varies by state, agent, and other factors. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company, Columbus, Ohio.
For all your many sides, there's Nationwide. Call Americana Insurance Group at Albert Lea and Wells today.
And welcome back to Insights into Insurance on this Saturday morning. Mike White is your host, along with Tom Sorensen from Americana Insurance. Tom, we're talking about trees and different policies. Let's go back to that Company C that we were talking about and maybe explain a little bit more on that full house and the Signature Plus.
The standard policy was it had to fall on a covered item and they get paid $500. Well, the full house endorsement or the Signature Plus, again, there's 3 levels of coverages that you can buy, but on the tree coverage it's same on the next 2. The full house and Signature is they will pay up to $500 on any fallen tree, no matter if it falls on a structure or not. Okay, and they'll pay up to $1,000 on those trees. So deductible applies for that. Now the next one is Company D is it'll pay up to $500 to take off a covered item of a removal of tree. But then if you buy an all-star package, it'll pay up to $500 per tree. Limit of $1,000 maximum of takedown or removal of trees. Does not need to fall on a covered property, but it must be within 250 feet of the home. Okay.
Now, some people, Tom, will maybe have a neighbor's tree that is not looking the greatest, but a limb or the tree actually falls over onto your property.
Right.
Who pays for that?
Well, same thing. It'll pay for the removal of a tree. Now, the neighbor will probably have to pay for the remainder of the tree to get rid of it. Okay. Now, there could be. Now, people are going to say, well, the neighbor should have to pay for the house damage. No, not necessarily, because it's basically an act of God. Wind took it, did it. Unless, let's say, Mike, 3 months ago or 6 months ago, you're my neighbor, and you come over and say, Tom, that tree looks dangerous to me. That thing is split up there. Any little wind's going to come in over here and hit me, okay, and take my house out. And then that could be a form of negligence because you pointed out a problem and I didn't do anything about it, so then that could be a liability claim.
We've got a couple other ones. Company E.
Yeah, Company E is just another one. $500 damage to take off covered item off a tree, but or any item, covered item, so house or outbuilding, but it has to be within 100 feet of the dwelling. So if it falls on an outbuilding and it's 200 feet away from your house, the coverage on the tree will not be covered to remove it. Coverage on the building will be if you have it covered. Okay.
Lots of information, Tom, on this Saturday morning. Let's go quickly to maybe if a tree does fall on your home, what do you do?
Well, that's that's a great thing is, first of all, call in a claim, take pictures, remove the tree to eliminate any further damage. No, it's like 100% that this is going to be the deal is the tree falls on the house, does damage, usually punctures a big old house, fractures the roof, and without a doubt, there's rain in the forecast the next day or right away, okay, or that evening or whatever. I say remove the tree to eliminate any further damage because the policy states that it is your duty to prevent further damage, okay? I would say get a professional to do it, okay? To be safe. Now, the issue is when there's a windstorm and lots of trees down, that professional might not be able to get there. So if you feel like it was, you need to go take it off, all I can tell you is please be safe.
If you have questions, of course, you give Tom at Americana Insurance or any of his professionals there. 377-2000 is the number for Americana Insurance. Take a look at your policy. Maybe you don't have anything on your policy, and let the folks down at Americana Insurance take care of and look at your policy to make that puzzle piece fit what your needs are.
The main thing I wanted to let people know is every policy could be different, and I didn't even get through all of them because there's some other ones that could pay up to $2,000 a tree and $250, and it doesn't have to be covered item. There's a lot of different things. Just need to contact your agent, find out what your coverage is.
Especially with all this moisture we had this past week. If we get some windstorms, it's going to be loose soil, and those trees can come anyway. Yeah, I know it exactly. So, and listeners can also email me any questions at insights@americaninsurance.com. They can go to our website at americaninsurance.com. And again, don't forget to like us on Facebook because we got a lot of information that comes out on there. Plus, there's a lot of opportunities to possibly win some items. And, of course, before we wrap things up, Tom, congratulations to Michelle that registered at the Wind Down Wednesday. You'll be getting a hold of her, and she got some tickets to go to the Minnesota Twins. Yes, exactly. And, I guess her name couldn't have been Johnson or something, but we'll give her a call and let her know, and she's probably going, man, did they screw up my name? But we'll apologize next week. Yeah, that's right, exactly. All right, Tom, as always, thanks for coming in, and appreciate Mike. Doing the program with you on our Insights into Insurance.
You've been listening to Insights into Insurance from the Americana Insurance Group. All information provided is educational in nature and not intended to be acted upon without first consulting the appropriately licensed professional.